Hey, what's up? AttackingTucans here, welcoming you to my playthrough of Luigi's Mansion Randomizer. My goal is to find 45 boos in a mansion where every door is locked, and finding 45 boos will unlock the final barrier that allows me to reach King Boo and beat the game. In this randomizer, I will be shuffling all 50 hidden boos, 55 house keys, Boo Radar, the Poltergust 4000, along with several speed upgrades and element medals, Mario's 5 hidden items, and all the gemstones. The mansion has hundreds of locations in the game that we'll have to check in order to find what we need to win. This is going to be a really fun series, and to help boost it, please press the like button if you enjoy yourself. Now it's time to jump in because Luigi won a really sketchy looking mansion that looks nothing like the flyer. Mario is supposed to meet us here, but so far, I'm not seeing any sign of him. I want to add, I love Luigi's Mansion, and I have great news. Luigi's Mansion Randomizer is fantastic and adds great replayability to this game. Alright, so we get into our mansion. Professor e-gadd calls us up. He's like, Luigi. Gives us a few words, tells us to meet him in the gallery, and just leaves us to it. We're in the foyer, and we were just given 3 items. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how this tracker built in that shows us the exact items we're finding. And the first few items we found are money and a small heart, so nothing useful. And we're finding more money. There's 10 more coins. Talking to Toad and saving should give us an item. Yo, this Toad ballin', he just gave us 2 gold bars? Where was he keeping those? We can't suck them up because we don't have the poltergeists, so we just have to manhandle everything right now. Not having the poltergeist at the very beginning makes you feel very, very restricted. Mario. You'll find him, Luigi. There's not a whole lot of items to check in this opening room. Let's go upstairs. Luigi's whistling just makes this so much better. The sapphire. And I can't even look at the map because we need the Game Boy Horror and able to see that. Oh no, this is all money? Wait, how do we go forward? Because these doors are locked. Yeah, I can't go through there. Can't go through here. So I think the only thing we can do right now is listen to Professor e-gadd and meet him in his gallery. We can do that by talking to Toad and pressing go to the lab. Back to e-gadd's lab you go. Where will you go, Luigi? The spot we want to go is the gallery. I still don't fully understand why e-gadd even lives at the mansion. Oh, it's probably because he doesn't have to pay rent to live here. That would make a lot of sense. And visiting the gallery gives us the parlor key. So we can move forward, yes! That's all we get here, so we can go back to the mansion. Now this front door right here, this is the heart door. There are 4 doors in the mansion that are themed after the suits on a deck of cards. And those have special keys, as you can see on the tracker, top left. And then every other room has just like a regular key. And that's because the game treats the areas behind the suit doors as the next main areas of the game. All right, we are inside the parlor. It's very dark. We still don't have a vacuum, so we can't suck up anything. So we're just gonna have to hump every piece of furniture in this room. Oh, we found our first hidden boo. And we need 45 of these to beat the game. We need 25 to fight Boolossus, which is the main mid-boss of the game. And apart from that, I think that's all boos do. Except there's a tracker on screen, and the higher the number, the happier I am. Yo, did we just find our vacuum? It was inside the table. Check it out. Okay. Do you see it says progressive vacuum? Now, I think this is the only item they added to the randomizer. But the vacuum can progress and suck harder and harder. I believe it has 5 upgrades after this, which is really cool. It's really, really good against boss fights. It speeds them up. Your suck power just goes out the roof. All right, putting out the candles makes the room dark enough for the ghost to be brave to fight us. Now, this game is a pretty scary environment, but since the ghosts are more cartoonish, it kind of smooths out the creepiness. But imagine if this game had super demented and horrifying ghosts. Dang. No hit run ruined. First hit of the Let's Play. And Nintendo was trying to market the game towards kids, but if they weren't, they could have made it so scary. And once you kill all the ghosts, it lights the room up and you get a treasure chest. And every single room in this game, apart from hallways, will do this. We got the tea room key. Oh, we can look at the Game Boy Horror now. So as you see, every single door in this mansion is locked. In the original game, there's a lot of locked doors, but not this many. So because of this, we will be finding lots of keys. So prepare to lock in. Interacting with all the light fixtures will give you stuff. In fact, we can come out to the parlor. And just to complete it, we can shake this light fixture. We'll get a sapphire. Cool. Beautiful. Let's also suck the blanket off this mirror so we can see ourselves. Gorgeous. Luigi's proportions are the definition of perfection. And I think this little light fixture right here gives us some stuff too. The one thing when you're playing this game, I do recommend you save every once in a while, because if you die, you lose all your progress and go back to your last save. And that can be very annoying, so that's why I recommend it. So as we see on the map, we can't go forward anywhere right now, so there has to be something in this room that we haven't found yet. So let's just start sucking on everything with our vacuum until something shows up. You will get a lot of money during this playthrough. It's the anteater room key! Yes! Legendary! Is that every item in the room? I feel like I've interacted with everything. Sometimes the lamps require the vacuum. Luigi isn't quite tall enough to interact with a lamp by hand. It fits perfectly. Let's visit the mighty anteater. Luigi could not open these doors more slowly. I mean, he doesn't know what's behind these doors. Okay, y'all are anteaters. What did y'all do with the anteaters? So the combat at Luigi's Mansion is moderately fun, I'd say. It feels like a fishing game, but on steroids. But instead of fish, you have wild ghosts on your line that you're trying to reel in. But it's kind of a tug-of-war game with your control stick. I think this game is fun because it has a lot of variety and the environment is super interactive. And interacting with things gives you tons of money and various collectibles, making it highly satisfying. I like the room and level design of Luigi's Mansion because it's very compact and dense with things to do and puzzles to solve. Overall, a great start to Luigi's game franchise. I'm really surprised we haven't gotten Luigi's Mansion on Switch yet. They remade it for the 3DS back in 2018, which was a kind of strange decision, but yo, another progressive vacuum? Okay, now we're sucking so much faster. You'll really be able to tell when fighting the bosses. Sometimes the bosses can be a pain, but with the progressive vacuums, you're rocking. Okay, our way forward is with the wardrobe key, which is right next to us. All right, time to check out the wardrobe. This is where the Donkey Kong ghosts are. Well, it's not all Donkey Kong ghosts. We still have some more of these annoying orange ghosts, which are practically the Goombas of the ghost worlds. Whew. There's the Donkey Kong ghost, and they throw their bananas on the ground. And y'all know this shit is bananas, TNT, it's dynamite. Get in my vacuum! A couple months ago, my mom was visiting and we went on a walk and I legitimately slipped on a banana peel on the sidewalk, like old-fashioned cartoon style. And literally every time I talk to her, she brings it up and I'll never live it down. And the fact that I'm even sharing this with you right now is me being very vulnerable, so please don't use this information against me. But the fact that I actually slipped on a banana peel and I hit the ground, it was comedy. I kind of wish somebody filmed it, but at the same time, I'm super happy that nobody happened to have their iPhone out at that time. My viral moment. Oh, dang it. Didn't mean to go through this door. That was an accident. Sometimes it's easier to just use your vacuum on things so you don't accidentally open the doors. And as you probably noticed, Luigi is also walking faster. I do have a fast walking option turned on, which is nice. Ooh! We got more keys. Where did these go for? Oh, we got the key for the family hallway and for the nursery. We can visit Chauncey. Top 10 most famous babies of all time. Most famous baby list video coming soon. No, not really. What should be coming soon, though, is Luigi's Mansion on Nintendo Switch Online. They better release it before Halloween. If they don't, I will be so upset. I was really hoping they would do some crazy graphically overhauled remake of Luigi's Mansion with a super insane light system. Also, something else I want to reveal is I have a completion counter that shows us how many checks are in the game and how many we found total. Now, I haven't really specified this yet, but I'm playing this randomizer using Archipelago. And Archipelago is a mod that allows you to randomize games by yourself or with friends. You can play multiplayer randomizers. But single player randomizers are also a great thing. And one of the awesome things about Archipelago is that since it connects your randomizer to the internet, you're able to see a lot more metadata, including the amount of checks you found. It gives you an actual percentage. It's pretty awesome. And it's fun to just watch the number go up. All right, Chauncey, what are you hiding in here? Honestly, this game feels like a police raid simulator. You're literally checking every single possible thing. It's like, where are you hiding it? I know you're hiding something in here. I'm gonna find it. No! Don't you dare. Sometimes there's ghost traps. There's lots of traps hidden in here as well. I think there's like 10 different types of traps in Luigi's Mansion. Poison mushrooms are one, ghosts are one. Whenever dust is considered a trap, because I think Luigi has asthma, so it's actually one of the most malicious traps there is in the game. Well, actually the bombs might be the most malicious ones because there is a bomb trap. Now we could fight Chauncey right now, but honestly, kind of time-consuming boss fight, and we just got the study key. Since the study is right here, I'm just gonna go there first. I don't want to put in the time commitment right now for the Chauncey boss fight just to get a bomb trap like I just mentioned. I'd rather stick to the easy checks. Holy crap, there's just a bunch of keys in the books. That's so funny. You will find a lot of keys at the beginning because there's 55 keys, and as you see on the tracker, 700 checks. So that's a decent percentage. Each room you will find a key or two. At least towards the beginning especially. And then this ghost in here always reminded me of Nigel Thornberry, but the more sophisticated version because he's in a bathrobe in front of a fireplace, reading a very complicated novel that you and I don't have the intellect to understand. Damn, this progressive vacuum is getting him fast! Yeah, this is a blessing. I do enjoy the difficulty of Luigi's Mansion, but it's nice to like have options to speed up things that sometimes feel more time consuming than anything. There is a lot of ways to boost the difficulty of this randomizer though, and I'll get into that stuff later once I'm not as preoccupied with finding so many items at all times. Washroom key. Okay, and what's the treasure chest have? A sapphire. We already have 7 sapphires? Dang. So if you are new to Luigi's Mansion and you're wondering what can you spend all this money on, because like if we're finding so much money, all this currency, surely there's a shop or something we can spend this money on, right? right? No. No, nothing whatsoever. The money is completely and utterly useless. Apart from making us feel good. It's like they say money can't buy you happiness. Like in Luigi's Mansion, that's 100% true. There's no happiness to be bought here with money. So you're probably wondering what's the point of all that money if you can't buy stuff. Well, at the very end of the game, depending on how much money you have, you're able to remodel this mansion, because I guess we did actually win it. And if you find enough money, you invest into it and you get the whole thing remodeled. But it is cool. I actually do like the whole entire money system of the game. Oh, we got the twin room key. It's more fun than having like a scoreboard. It does reward exploration and interaction with the game world. Thank you, Toad. I appreciate your enthusiasm and willingness to just stand here for hours upon end. But he's doing his little dancey dance. Now to visit the twins room, which I don't know if the twins get names. Just Chauncey. Also, the tracker that we have on the side is an auto tracker called PopTracker that I'm able to connect to my Archipelago, and it will auto track everything as we go along, so I don't have to stop and click on stuff. We're just turning everything into an earthquake mode. Ooh, heart key! This is the way forward. That will allow us to access the main hallway, which doesn't take us anywhere except to the back door, which leads to the back courtyard. Huh. All right, let's keep finding stuff there. Oh, it's a speedy spirit! I got him, I got him. Let's get all this currency. Now, speedy spirits are not randomized at the moment, but you can turn them on for the randomizer. They're just a little bit more pressure, and I didn't quite want to deal with that. But, like I said, if I ever come back to Luigi's Mansion Randomizer, and I try to make it the most difficult version of the randomizer, that's definitely a setting I'll turn on. Okay, I think we've done almost everything in this room. To fight the twins, we need to spin the mobile. And they'll tell us to leave the room and come back in so we can reset. And then that poster on the twins' room wall is really, really scary. Did y'all see that? Hey, look at this thing, what? We got some boxes. Oh. Choking on that poster going in the vacuum. Okay, the two boxes that vibrate by vacuum are the ones that you want to open. Yo, what y'all doing in here? All right, the other one was in this box over here. Got your little stinkers. All right, they got some vehicles. You gotta get rid of their ride first. All right, we got one on the motorsport, and then we got one on the airplane. Dude, it'd be so much fun to be a ghost. Like, look, they're just like floating around, and they can go through walls, and they don't even have to use doors. Like, I want to be a ghost just so I can fly, straight up. That's probably the best perk. All right, we got him taken care of. And then also these little pearls that we get for beating the bosses, those also give us money at the very end of the game, but they don't do anything apart from that. And for all that effort, we get a heart. All right. Dude, this lightning is intense. It's storming outside. It sets the tone. All right, I think the only thing we can do up here now is fight Chauncey. And like I said, I'm procrastinating that. I don't want to fight Chauncey. Wait, I have the progressive vacuum. Fine, I'll fight Chauncey real fast. I'll stop procrastinating. That's like one of my biggest things that I do that I need to stop doing. I get my stuff done eventually, but I do be procrastinating sometimes. But hey, there's a lot of things to do to procrastinate. Y'all know, y'all know. We all live in the same world. Got the rocking horse rocking. Chauncey's like, no, that's my rocking horse, bitch. But then to show him who's boss, we gotta throw a ball into his face. Because yeah, Luigi will start beef with the baby. He's not above it. He'll do it. Then we turn into a little baby ant. Honey, I shrunk the Luigi. You know, I'm really not a fan of reboots, but one series I would love to see rebooted is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That would be fun. I like that franchise. Maybe it's because I'm a Pikmin fan. Is there a correlation? I love games that put me in an ant's point of view. I really hope that we can get this in just one cycle, because, oh, dang it. I'm pretty sure it forces it into 3 cycles, even with the progressive vacuum. But hey, maybe we'll get lucky. If we can 2-cycle him, I will feel like a champion. All right, bonk him in the face again. Sorry. Okay, it's time to 2-cycle him. Yes, I just 2-cycled the baby! We defeated Chauncey, sending you back. And we got 30 coins for doing so. I knew it would be a waste. No, we still got a chest. Still got a chest. Dust. I knew it was a waste of time. That's why I was procrastinating it. Get out of here with that crap. All right, moving along with our lives. We're going into the main hallway. And we're flying down these stairs. I need to save real fast so Chauncey stays dead. Damn, I think I did start actual beef with the baby. Damn. Reason 378 on why AttackingTucans should not have kids. Okay, I think the only checks we have in the hallway is to interact with all the vases. Or sorry, vases. And killing the enemies in here doesn't give you anything. There's like bats and stuff hanging, but I don't think that even turns the lights on. You have to do that in some other way. I really love the wallpaper in here though. It's so squiggly. The world needs more squiggly wallpaper. I've been saying it for years. Now there's a lot of doors in these hallways, but remember, a lot of them are trick doors as well. Don't be opening those. They'll hurt you really bad, really bad. Make sure to only open up doors that you see on your map. I love this main hallway. Ooh. It's the bowling ghost. You're not bowling on me, Buster. Oh, this portrait right here of the mansion also is a check. The hallway painting. We already have 5 boos. Cool. I do love how little things come up on screen whenever we find stuff like that. You don't get notifications on screen for every single item, but just the important ones, which is kind of how it should be. Okay, actually, I'm not trying to fight those ghosts right now. And I don't think there's any other unlocked door here right now, no. All the other keys are for areas that we can't access right now. There's a couple doors that are super duper critical to progression. One of them is this door right here. Finding this key allows us to access the second half of the mansion. Until we find that, like, we're super limited. We're pretty limited right now. One of the reasons I like Luigi's Mansion is there's lots of spheres of progression. Like, you'll get lost a lot, and then you'll eventually find the thing that lets you move forward, and you'll get stuck again, and you'll find your way forward, and it's just like back and forth. Ooh, another key, balcony key. Interacting with plants isn't needed. To truly interact with the plants, you have to water them, but to water them, we need to find the water element, which is hidden somewhere. And real fast, let's jump inside a well, like any sane person would do. This lantern right here is considered a check. And it's Mario! King Boo has him stuck inside a painting. Get in there, we need to find 45 boos. Even if we find all the keys and get to that area, it'll still push us away with a evil force field. So we need to get rid of the evil force field. Now the story of this game is kind of interesting. King Boo just wanted to get revenge on the Mario Brothers because of how many boos that they have killed. So he tricked us into coming to this haunted mansion so he could kidnap and imprison us forever. These ghosts hanging from the trees are so obnoxious sometimes. It's because of the fact they drop bombs on you and then just emote afterwards on your corpse. Emerald. Nope. Get out of here, bitches. Got one of you. Oh, I got 2. Yeah, you ain't so slick. What's in the chest? Ooh, another key. 2. The conservatory. Which, that's the music room, right? It is the music room. That's our next stop. But first, we need to check on our boy. He's been sitting on the porta potty a little bit too long. Are you okay, man? You need anything? What do you need? I need you to save for me, please. This door right here is locked, so we're going back to the conservatory. One of my favorite rooms in the game. I do love music, first off, so it does make sense, but this room is really cool. You turn on the instruments and they play Mario music. Ooh, the comment question for this video will be, do you play an instrument or do you create music in any way? Do you sing, songwrite, produce? What is that thing? Is that a triple saxophone? The mythical triple sax. I've heard many stories, but I never thought I would see one in person. These ghosts be playing some pretty good music though. Ah! Ghost trap! Get out of my face. Interact with everything though. Ooh! It's a gold diamond! I'm pretty sure that this is the most valuable thing that you can find in the game. For perspective, a coin is worth 5,000 gold and a gold diamond is worth 20 million gold. It's insane. There's only 2 of them in the game. What? No way we just found the second one. Did we just find both gold diamonds or is there extra? Hold up. What? That's an insane probability. Okay, we're getting access to all the downstairs areas. Oh! He's beautiful. Too bad we have to imprison her in a vacuum. And then we'll give her to e-gadd, and he will use the portrificationizer to put her into a painting forever. But a gamer fact about me is I'm kind of a completionist. I really like completing games, and Luigi's Mansion Randomizer is good for people that have a completionist-like brain. It makes it really fun to just search through the entire mansion. It almost feels like you're power washing the entire thing. Okay, the keys we have forward are the fortune teller and the laundry room. And that is it. Let's start with the fortune teller because she is right here. Let's activate the crystal ball. Now, I don't want to use this feature right now, but she does tell you hints. There's a hint system in the game. So if you ever get stuck, you can come talk to Madame Clairvoya. Mario item check. Come back again once you've collected 5 Mario items. Yeah, Mario has 5 items hidden throughout the mansion. Finding those will get us a check through this. Now, one thing that you can do with randomizers to like make checks like this a bit more interesting, I didn't do that for this series, but I probably would in the future, is there's an option that allows you to make certain check areas good items. So you don't do all the work and just find something stupid. It like pretty much ensures that you're going to get a good item from a check that requires a ton of work. Which sometimes that like takes away from the random nature, which is why I didn't turn it on here. But if you're trying to like set up a randomizer that like truly blesses the hard work that you put in for certain checks, you can make it do that. Which from a game design perspective does make sense. There's not too many checks in here, so let's move on to the next room. Also, we found the next progressive vacuum, so our suck power is over 9,000! This room's really creepy because you can only see these ghosts in the mirror. They're invisible to the naked eye. They have secret special properties. Oh no! Gotta make sure to use the flashlight. Stunning them is very important. And just being stunning in real life is important too. There's a lot of ghosts in here. Work, 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 work. Get out of here. These ghosts remind me of cats a little bit, but like rabid cats. Because cats make that little type of sound. Which maybe these ghosts are the ghosts of cats that were rabid cocaine addicts. And this is their punishment. There's also not too many checks in here, I don't think. If we get the fire element, we can light these torches, and I think get something else, but I think for now, that's it. Now Luigi's gonna sprint down the hallway. No regard for safety. And hit up the laundry room. Which, this is a really strange laundry room because they only have a washing machine, no dryer. Unless it's a dual purpose ones. Do they have any washing machines that also dry without you having to take it out of the machine? Now that I think about it, that sounds like kind of genius. But there's probably a very good reason why they have them separated into two separate machines. Also, speaking of house chores, have y'all seen those new humanoid robots that are starting to hit the market that can like do your laundry and put away dishes? They're not great yet, but that stuff is weird, y'all. We are getting so close to iRobot. Or, sorry. We're getting so close to Chibi Robo. Anything inside here? What y'all hiding? I know you're hiding something.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, poison mushroom. Get away, get away. No! The embarrassment, the ridicule. I can't believe y'all saw that. I'm so sorry. And this takes forever to get back to size. I feel like a poison shroom would be a really good Mario Kart item. Almost surprised that isn't one. I don't think it ever has been either. It'd be like an individualized lightning power up against you. Alright, we're still able to move forward right now. We got the janitor room over here. There's a lot of random stuff in the janitor room. They have a sewing machine and an ironing board. Gotta keep everyone here taken care of. Oh, but yeah, humanoid robots that do chores. Like, would y'all get one of those? I feel like doing chores is like one of those parts about being a human that's not like the most fun, but it's part about being human, right? Another progressive vacuum? Damn, we're becoming overpowered now. I mean, technically, we already have Roombas. Should Luigi's Mansion 4 feature a Roomba? Does Luigi's Mansion 3 have a Roomba? If not, it should. That would be a really funny concept. Ooh, ice metal. I think this is our first elemental metal, right? Yeah, and if we find some ice, we can suck it up and we can spray ice like a freezard. Oh, get some more toilet paper. Basement stairway key. Sick. Okay, I think I got everything in this room. We can go into the room right next to us, but I'm afraid to go in there right now because I haven't saved recently and it's really easy to die in that room because there's elemental ghosts that require us to get fire to kill. And since I don't have fire, I won't be able to kill them and it can be really hard to get out. So I'll go back in there if I absolutely need to, but for now I'm gonna play it a little bit safer. We did find the basement key, which takes us down into the basement. Oh, we can't go anywhere else down here. We can shake this light right here. Yeah, money, 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 money. That's that good. And let's check again. We can go into the rec room from the courtyard, and that is it. That's the only accessible room to us right now. Sometimes it feels like you have a lot of spots you can go to, and then you get pigeon-held again. But it's okay, because once we get there, we'll find the next thing that we need to progress. Luigi's Mansion Randomizer is fantastic at itching your brain. Quick little forewarning, this toad right here, it's better to access him by sucking on this outhouse with the vacuum, because if you go and knock on it, the door will hurt you. And I once died to this door opening, and I lost a ton of progress. I was trying to go to the toad to save my progress, and then he killed me before I could get to him, and I lost a ton of progress, and I was so upset. I hate all these traps. About to kill me. Let's go find this toad in the bathroom. Oh! I was gonna heal myself with that. Alright, now that we've saved, I'm gonna say farewell to y'all. This was a really fun first episode, and I can't wait to continue pushing through this mansion and finding our way forward. I make a lot of other Let's Plays for randomizers, so make sure to check my playlist to see other series that I've created, and I will see y'all in the next one. Have a great day. Luigi.